Pickleball Association. I'd like to welcome you all. Good afternoon. My name is Pankaj Athavle, and this is going to be a very special press conference because it's not just about announcing or unveiling a very special jersey for Team India today, but we are also going to discuss a very unique partnership that's about bringing a dynamic sport of pickleball much more closer to fans across India. The game of pickleball has really taken up big time all across the country. We're extremely proud of it. Our players are doing really very well at the international level. We have so many of us, it's like a family today here, who are involved in developing this particular sport. Thank you everyone, and I would also like to welcome all our dignitaries sitting here. Jatin, Gaurav, thank you very much for joining us, and all our influencer friends who have been here. So, to begin with, I'd request the treasurer of the All India Pickleball Association, Mr. Nikhil Mathur, to tell us a bit more about this entire journey which has culminated here today at this occasion of a wonderful partnership. Nikhil?
Association. I'll tell you brief about the All India Pickleball Association. We are in 23 states. We are the premier governing body of India for the game of pickleball. We are nurturing the talent in India. We are the Asian champion and we are conquering the world. So I'll give the mic to Pankaj sir. Thank you. Thank you for coming once again.
Thank you, Nikhil. Two very important terms. First, it's a bingo moment. Definitely, it's a bingo moment, and we are conquering the world. It's a big, big opportunity for everyone out here. But getting this partnership done, it's not easy. Every sport, we all know, a lot of athletes out here, ex-athletes, have represented India at the international level. It's not easy. We say कि हाँ, sports को support करना चाहिए, ये करना चाहिए, but no one does that until and unless we perform, and we have done that. To get this whole job done, this entire partnership, it was important moment for the managing director of Group A, Mr. Vineet Karnik. I request him to come up on the stage and tell us a bit about it because it's an exciting combo, bingo and pickleball. Vineet, if you could just tell us about what went through this whole thing, getting this partnership done?
Thanks, Pankaj, and thanks a lot, all you lovely people, for coming today morning. It's an honor and a privilege. Actually, to be very honest, the journey began when I actually started getting exposure to pickleball as a sport, not only in India. Actually, it started from America, and that's when I realized that this sport is really picking up over my couple of trips, okay? And then I realized that India is not too far, and that's when we started actually researching about what pickleball is about, what's the scale, is it really that big or getting there in terms of what we are hearing. And we realized that it's not getting there, it's already big. It's just that we haven't realized how big it is. Because today, if you look at anywhere in Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Calcutta, I think there are more people wanting to play pickleball than the number of courts that are there currently available for all of us, right? And it's one sport which is building communities. So I mean, I want to refer to my childhood when actually cricket started building communities in terms of academies and people wanting to play more and more. But pickleball is one sport which is very unique because I see various different age groups playing pickleball as a sport wherever I go. I have seen grandparents playing with their grandchildren in multiple different infrastructures that I've seen. So that gives you a feel that there's something much more deeper and much more meaningful than what we all can, really imagine. And that's when we actually started thinking about what can be done about this. And that's when we met Dada Prabhu and the entire team at IPA. And we realized the kind of great work they are doing. And of course, that's when our journey began from a sports perspective. And yes, of course, I mean, then we called our friends from who are our clients also, and ITC was absolutely gracious enough to see the opportunity in the whole ecosystem, and obviously, I mean, ITC as a company, Bingo as a brand, stands about connecting with people, communities, and building them bottom up. And if we all remember, I think they have been pioneers in supporting sport movement. And I'm very happy to see this day today, where ITC is one of the first sponsors or advertisers who's believed in a sport like pickleball, and going to be seeing that journey right from where it is today to the sport becoming possibly the biggest community sport in times to come. So thanks a lot once again for coming, and let's enjoy the ride. Yeah.
Thank you, Vineet. You can please take your seat on the dais. And Vineet mentioned about the target audience. And that's where I'd like to request our next guest, who I'd like to welcome, because for them, the target audience is very important. Pickleball brings about all generations. That's what Vineet said. So to dwell more upon it, I'd request the Vice President and Head of Marketing for Snacks, Noodles and Pasta at ITC Foods, Mr. Suresh Chand, to come up and tell us why did they take this calculated risk. Suresh, please.
Hi, thanks everyone for coming here. The way that I see, and Vineet explained it quite beautifully, that how pickleball, what you see, it's a new generation sports which is coming up. There are rarely that there are newer things which happens. Okay, a lot of the games and a lot of the sports which have been going on for ages and decades. But what happens as a company and as a business? We are one of the fastest or the youngest FMCG company. So as an ITC, we entered into FMCG in 2002. Bingo is a relatively new brand. We launched in some 2007. And there were existing players who were always there. So we have always believed in that consumers are looking for newer things. They need to be given new things. So some of the innovations that we did, on one of the packs is here, we call it Mad Angles, which was inspired by the Indian khakra and the achari flavor, and you put it as a pack. It's one of the most successful stories that we have seen. And the other pack which is there, say Korean style chips. So we are the first brand to launch. So you want the both where the consumer or the youth which is going, you want to be with them. And as Vineet also explained, in a snacks, it's a universal. Now everybody, right from a 60 plus to a 18 plus, everybody wants to enjoy their snacks in a different format, whether it is in a namkeen, chips, etc. So we thought with pickleball, it's a sports which is coming up. If we partner it and help us, help everybody to expand this game. And that's where it's a newer experience that you are partnering with. So that newer experience will bring in the people into the sports, and that's how what is the ethos of your brand is also about innovation, bringing new experience. And as we say, let's start with the boing, which is the fun element in all the snacking. And we believe that as a sports, it's a very fun sport, very inclusive sports. Now, whether it is from a gender or an age perspective, and it builds a connection and it builds a lot of community, which will take both these sports forward, and obviously in that process our brands will also become something which is ingrained in the fun part of it. So those are the things we are looking forward to it, and we believe in a long-term association. So we think that this is just the start, and we want it to continue for a long time, and hopefully it will give us good dividends for both the game as well as for the brand. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Suresh. You can take your seat next to Vineet. You can take it. So what Suresh mentioned was very important. They believe in the mad angles that are created when these players play this particular sport. And that's the reason why this boing moment has come in. But the journey for pickleball has not been very easy. And right from 2005, 2008, when it all started, it was not easy to kind of get this game amongst the people. But now, just like a rocket, the ISRO rocket which goes up into the sky, this is the second stage that we are talking about. And to talk about it, I'd like to welcome the president of the All India Pickleball Association, who's also the president of the International Federation, Mr. Arvind Prabhu, to please come on the dais and share this wonderful second stage of the journey of this pickleball rocket. Arvind sir, first of all, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And if you could share some moments from the journey.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you all for coming here in such large numbers. Thank you, CCI, for giving us this wonderful, iconic venue, because like Bingo, I'm sure CCI, this venue is so great. Bingo also is going to become an iconic brand for pickleball, and I hope that. But starting with our journey, we started in 2007 when Mr. Sunil Walawalkar started the association known as All India Pickleball Association. Last 15 years, we've been doing a lot of work at the grassroots and going to every city, going to every state, rural India, metro cities, trying to talk about pickleball. And there were a lot of people in the earlier stages. They said, "What is pickleball? I mean, what does it mean? I mean, ये अचार है क्या है वो क्या है?" तो हमने कहा, yes, it is achar. It is a combination of table tennis, badminton, and tennis. And like how mixed achar is, so this is also a mixture of three sports. And that's how it started. There were a lot of people who started telling us that it's not even a game. It's just something that you want to play for recreation. And we said, yes, it is a recreational game. But over the years, we've seen that pickleball has really picked up, especially after COVID, when the community feeling started coming in. And pickleball is all about a community. It's building a community, and it's building a community through sport, through recreation, for fitness. Um, the journey has been very, very tough. No sponsors to begin with. Bingo is the first one who's going to come in as a sponsor. And when Viniji introduced us to the thought that maybe there is an Indian FMCG company who might think of sponsoring pickleball, we were very happy. And when he told us that it's going to be the ITC Bingo, and immediately I thought of the Mad Angles, and we have one crazy player over here known as Vanchik Kapadia, who really, when you say him play, has those mad angles when he plays. So I would want all of you to see how Vanchik plays. But thank you, Bingo, for coming up with this wonderful sponsorship. It's a sponsorship which is a long-term sponsorship for us. Over the next 5 years, we believe in doing a lot of grassroots development over here because we hope that pickleball goes into each and every segment of the society in India. It's got a great potential, and I would wish that all of you please try this game. I really, I'm at loss of words because this is such an emotional moment for me because it's been such a long struggle for us. But with the kind of audience that I'm seeing here, and with your help, I'm sure that this game is going to reach new heights. Thank you so much.
Indeed, this is not going to stop. It's going to go a long, long way ahead. Now, moving ahead, let's talk about some friends who are into the game, apart from the players. And let's welcome someone who is a fantastic actress, made waves in the sports broadcasting industry, paved way for women. Jatin, me, probably we all grew up, and then we got excited, okay, this can be done on television as broadcasters. And she went on to become a fantastic author, a very fit person, and also she's fond of pickleball. Let's welcome Mandira Bedi.
I may not be very good. I am a beginner, but I'm very passionate about the game. And that's the thing about pickleball. You can pick it up at any age. It's easy to play. It's fun to play. There is this sense of community. And it doesn't take very long to pick it up. And honestly, I've been playing for a few months, and then I got serious with a coach. I hope he's here. Sunny? No? Okay. No, so... Is he here? No, but please say I mentioned him. What I learned with Sunny in the last 3 sessions I've done with him, I hadn't learned in 6 months. So he is absolutely fantastic, and he's making me love the game even more. And he's also, by the way, enrolled me in advanced mixed doubles, which I do not belong in. But I love the game, and I think it's a long time coming, and it's the efforts of people who've believed in the game, like Arvindji. And here's to pickleball growing from strength to strength. And I know you have a flavor over here, Suresh, that says achari, but there's got to be a flavor that says pickle somewhere in it. That's coming up next. And for him, it's not a calculated risk, like you said. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer because this is such an amazing game. Anybody can play it. And like, like bingo snacks, it's for any age, it's for any it cuts across. So, very happy to be here and very happy to support the sport and very happy to play it.
Thank you so much, Mandira. Big round of applause. And we will see your bingo moment in the tournament when you play the mixed doubles. We are waiting for that. But moving ahead, we also have another Khatron ki Khiladi who's made her mark in television and films. She's also a very fit person. Looking forward to see her playing pickleball. Request Nyraa Banerjee to please come up and say a few words. Big round of applause.
First of all, cinema जाते हैं, popcorn खाते हैं. It's gonna be like pickleball खेलते हैं, bingo खाते खाते.
So you got your slogan now, okay?
Yeah.
Then please note it down.
That's a great move, and I'm really glad that this collaboration happened. Pickleball is such a cute, easy game. मैं जब इसके बारे में सोच रही थी, it was like it's between table tennis and badminton, and this is something that anybody can play. It's such an easy sport. I've heard a lot about this. More than 500 million plus players globally, and 50,000 in India. It's crazy. So, yeah, and growing. It's really cool. So all the best to the entire team, and I'm really looking forward to play this game and enjoy this game.
Thank you so much. Fantastic, and definitely we would look forward to see all of you not just play, compete, and it's a great moment. So the next step of this cryogenic rocket that we're going to shoot today is the unveiling of the jersey for Team India. It's a big moment for everyone because this is the moment that we have all been waiting for. So I request the Indian player, Team India, please come up. Vanshik, Isha, Tejas, Rishali, Kuldeep, Anuja, Sonu, Mayur, Gaurav and Kashyap to please come back behind the guests. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can... yes, I would also request the president of CCI, the venue ma'am, please, if you would also join us in the unveiling of the jersey. Thank you so much for being part of this celebration.
Thank you so much. So it's a privilege for CCI of this Indian leg of the World Pickleball Championships with IPA and with ITC Bingo. I think it's amazing that I'm hearing that more than 500 people are participating with about 60 international players. And it gives us great joy that CCI itself has got about 50 participants. So we're very happy. Yes, this sport is really taken off like a rocket, as somebody mentioned. Because we just started 1 year back, and we already have about 1,200 members. So the challenge we are facing today is how do we augment capacity to have more paddle and pickle courts. So that's a challenge that we are facing. And where bingo is concerned. Okay. So only pickle. We will do only for pickle. As far as bingo is concerned, I think it's a fantastic match with the young pickle sport, because in our house also, for any party, our grandchildren insist on the mad angles and the nacho flavors and all these flavors, and we have to literally control them because, you know, for health reasons, we don't want them to gorge too much on it. But it's a fabulous brand. So congratulations to Arvindji for having the patience and the perseverance to take pickle to this level. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. And before we move on to the question answer round, I'd request Vanshik and Vrushali to come ahead. And I've been asked to get Mandira here. Racket and the paddle and the ball, please. अगर आप इनके साथ कुछ एक चैलेंज ले, हाँ यहीं पर जो भी यहीं पर CCI में ही सब करना है जो भी करना है यही करना है. Thank you, Team India. All the other members, if Nyraa, if you'd also like to join, would you? No.
Also told me to wear a sari. I could come wearing better clothes.
नहीं, but wearing a sari and playing pickleball, that's the best. हाँ, ये था. अभी कैसा हो गया?
Hi, I'm Rachna from CNBC. I wanted to ask about the size of the game in India in terms of players and courts, and where do you see this going forward, especially with a promotion like this?
So right now we are close to about 100,000 players in India, and in Mumbai itself we have got about 500 courts. So all over the country we are looking at close to 1,000 courts, which in the next 5 years is easily going to go up to 10,000 courts, and about 1 million players in India in the next 5 years.
That's pretty huge, pretty big.
I'm talking about registered players, not recreational players. Yeah.
fact, I'll just build on this question. So very interesting one actually. So what you should look at is it's not a sport that you typically would have asked a question in any of the sporting press conferences, because this is a sport which is actually building communities. And it's not only about playing it professionally, but playing it at leisure. So the numbers that Dada just spoke about are just the tip of the iceberg. Okay, so the way we are seeing it today, you go anywhere from South Mumbai towards North Mumbai, or Delhi, Gurgaon, you go to Bangalore, go to Hyderabad, go to Chennai, you will see multiple people playing this sport, not only on professionally made pickleball courts, but people are actually trying to make their own version of pickleball. And that's the excitement and the scale at which this sport is growing. And the number that we are talking about today is just a digit. I think wait for about 12 to 15 months and you will look at a complete different segment when it comes to pickleball as a sport in terms of numbers.
Great. Yes, anyone else? It's something quite interesting. Chalo, let's make it more from the media perspective. How difficult is it, Dada, to compete with other sports? There's so many sports in the country, especially racket sports bhi hai. So with pickleball, how has been your experience in terms of, because people would, are ye hai ya ye hai. So how has been?
Before he answers, I'm going to say something. You know, Arvindji is all about challenges. Okay. Yeah. So when I met him, maybe 18, 20 years ago, he had taken on women's cricket, because women's cricket really needed a lot of help. They were not tied up with the BCCI. So, I mean, we didn't even know if West Indies is supposed to come here and play a tournament, we didn't even know whether a tournament would happen. So, Arvindji has always believed in taking on challenges. Women's cricket was really, I mean, I've gone to women's cricket matches and seen Eden Gardens with 100 people in it. So that's the kind of response there was for women's cricket. And then he and Shubhangi took it upon themselves to do whatever it took to, you know, to promote the game. So see where women's cricket is today.
So that's the template
so
he's following.
He believes in taking on challenges, and now he can answer the question. He's an incredible human being, and, you know, don't put anything past him.
So before Dada speaks, Mandira has given me a segue for Dada to build on it. Okay, so just to put things in perspective, I don't think pickleball is here to compete with any sport. Okay, trust you me, it's going to be surprising all of us in this room. Okay, and this will create its own journey. It will create its own records. It will create its own way of building a sport, and that's exciting for people like us who've been in the sports and entertainment side of the business for over 2 decades. And for us, the excitement is about building something bottom up, which is going to be creating new benchmarks and not competing with any sport.
Yeah, thank you, Vineet, for that, and thank you, Mandira. So like my journey with women's cricket, now we have Mandira also over here, who's going to be in the journey for pickleball also. And I'd like to make an announcement here. Mandira is going to be the face of pickleball in India, and All India Pickleball Association welcomes her on board to be our ambassador. She's been a great actor, she's been a great anchor, and now she's into fitness, and this is pickleball is a lifestyle sport, it's an aspirational sport, and Mandira, we are very glad to have you on board as our ambassador for All India Pickleball Association. To answer your question, so we are not competing with anyone, as Vineet said. Yes, there were a few challenges that we faced. Number one was taking it, making people understand that it's a serious sport. You know, people thought, what are you doing with a oversized table tennis racket and a plastic ball? But then once we started demonstrating to them how the game is, the nuances of the game, the dinking especially, which Mandira was talking about. So dinking is something which is very, very unique to this game. And once we started demonstrating the game, we started people adapting to the game, adopting to the game very easily. It's a very easy game to learn and get into it. And anyone who's about 8 years old and you know, can just take the paddle in the hand and start playing, and within 15 minutes or half an hour, you feel that you already know the game. Of course, it's very difficult to master the game, and as most of the Indian players will say, it takes a lot of effort, lot of practice to learn the game and master the game. But the few challenges we face, of course, number one challenge was no funding. We basically had no funding, and we still don't have any funding. But now with Bingo coming in, hopefully the funds will start flowing in. They have not started yet, but they will. I hope. I hope post this conference, and if all my media friends really put out a good story tomorrow, maybe maybe ITC and Bingo will start funding us. But jokes apart, funding was a major issue, but I was very thankful to my trust, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Smarak Samiti, who has built 2 courts, Prabodhan Ghat Thakre Krida Sankul, which is supporting the sport, which is helping players come in, practice. We take care of their coaching, we take care of their nutrition, their travel everywhere. And we slowly build this sport. Media has also been very helpful to us. I have to say that the uniqueness of the game really is taking us far, and now with the game becoming more structured and globally also the game picking up, I think good times ahead. Thank you.
Absolutely, good times ahead. Bingo moment and the third announcement. So the first was collaboration with ITC. Second was the unveiling of the jersey, and the third was ambassador भी मिल गई हैं अब हमको. Fantastic. Yes. Any more questions? Great. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, this brings us to the formal end of the event. But media, you can take the individual bites. But before that, I request all of you to please hold the jersey once again. We need a photo op with all of you all. If you can just. Yeah, there it is. Lights, camera, action. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining, gracing the occasion. Thank you, Vineet, Suresh, Mandira, Nyraa, and Arvind sir. Thank you very much. Please join us for lunch, media. If you all want to interact with all our players, all our celebs, please do so.
Thank you, thank you. Well, firstly, I have to say, pickleball is such a wonderful sport. It's such an inclusive sport. People of any age can pick it up and play at whatever level. And it's wonderful to see that India is playing at such a nice competitive level as well. There are many golds, silvers won at competitions abroad as well. Being a part of the All India Pickleball Association in this capacity makes me feel very grateful, because it's a sport I enjoy playing, I'm passionate about, and it's a growing sport. And I mean, the rate at which it's growing is absolutely, unprecedented. 275% increase in players in the last 3 years. So every club is taking it up. Lots of centers are coming up with their courts, and it really builds a sense of community. And so I'm very happy to be associated with the sport. Very happy to be here, and it's wonderful that this sport has also got sponsorship. ITC has come on board. Bingo is a part of it, and great. Good times ahead for this sport. Come forward and take the step. Bingo has done that, and here's to many more associations, many more people coming on board, realizing how popular it is, how many people can play it, how many people are interested in it, and how much of a fun game it is. So I think this is the first of many to come. जी. स्पोर्ट्स के प्रति मेरा इंटरेस्ट तो 20 सालों से है, मतलब उससे भी पहले बचपन से है. क्रिकेट के साथ मेरा कई सालों से नाता रहा है, रिश्ता रहा है। और लोग कहते थे खेलती नहीं है, पर ये पिकल बॉल मैं खेलती हूँ, तो मैं इंजॉय भी करती हूँ बहुत। आई एम पैशनेट अबाउट द गेम, और ये बहुत अच्छी बात है कि ये नया स्पोर्ट है जो लोग मतलब इस स्पोर्ट में इंटरेस्ट ले रहे हैं, इंजॉय कर रहे हैं, और किसी भी एज के आप हो सकते, बहुत ही इंक्लूसिव स्पोर्ट है, किसी भी एज के आप हो सकते हैं, आप ये गेम पिकअप कर सकते हैं। So,
आपने जो आज स्पीकर बॉल के लिए न्यू लेवल सेट किया, साड़ी में साड़ी पहन के स्पीकर बॉल खेलना,
देखो व्हाई नॉट, मैं सही साड़ी में नहीं थी। अगर मुझे पता था मैं खेलने वाली हूँ, मैं एक अलग किस्म का साड़ी पहनते अलग किस्म की साड़ी पहनते। बट yes, it's a game, honestly, anyone can pick it up. It's easy to pick up, and to get very good at it needs a lot of work, as with any sport. So here's to the sport in general improving, और जब sponsorship आता है, जब लोग interest लेते हैं, इतना बड़ा community बढ़ रहा है, I think it just means good things to come for the sport. किस चीज पर सर? वुमेन्स, आज हम पिकल बॉल के लिए आए हैं, पर वुमेन्स क्रिकेट की बात हम कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि अरविंद जी जो पिकल बॉल ऑल इंडिया पिकल बॉल एसोसिएशन को स्पीयर हेड कर रहे हैं, उन्होंने वुमेन्स क्रिकेट के लिए भी बहुत कुछ किया है, जब वुमेन्स क्रिकेट का कोई सहारा नहीं था। अब he's taken on this sport, और उस समय की अगर मैं बात करूं तो बिल्कुल स्पॉन्सरशिप कुछ नहीं था, वो बीसीसीआई के साथ मर्ज भी नहीं थे, तो पैसे नहीं थे टूर्नामेंट्स के लिए, और उन्होंने बहुत सपोर्ट किया। मैंने भी अपने हिसाब से जो मैं कर सकती थी मैंने भी किया वुमेन्स क्रिकेट के लिए। और आज जबकि WPL है, एक बहुत ही सक्सेसफुल टूर्नामेंट है, लोग देख रहे हैं, लोग फॉलो कर रहे हैं, it's nice to see that women's cricket has come such a long way. बिल्कुल हरमनप्रीत, स्मृति, इतने सारे रोल मॉडल्स हैं, और उस समय जब हम सपोर्ट करते थे तो अंजुम चोपड़ा, मिताली राज, डेविड, वो मेरे फेवरेट।
Thank you. We're starting. Arvind ji aa rahe na? Okay, so I'll finish this then. Ready. Thank you. सी बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग कॉन्सेप्ट है। एक तो पिकल बॉल एक अपकमिंग स्पोर्ट है, ठीक है, इट्स अ वेरी क्यूट स्पोर्ट, और ये ऐसा स्पोर्ट है जहाँ पे हर कोई एज ग्रुप का इंसान इस गेम को खेल सकता है, एक एंटरटेनमेंट के तौर पे या फिर एक करियर ऑप्शन के तौर पे। एंड बिंगो ने बीच में आके इसको और ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग बना दिया है। हम कभी भी कोई चीज़ करते हैं ना, उसको एक इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ के साथ एसोसिएट करते हैं। जैसे हम पिक्चर पे थिएटर जाते हैं मूवी देखने के लिए, हम पॉपकॉर्न खाते हैं, ड्राइव पे जाते हैं तो अच्छी म्यूजिक सुनते हैं। सो पिकल बॉल के लिए बिंगो ने एसोसिएट करके इस चीज़ को और भी ज़्यादा मसालेदार बना दिया है। पिकल बॉल का नाम भी तो अचार से रिलेटेड है। सो इट्स अ फन कोलैबोरेशन आई थिंक। एंड क्या होता है ना, हमें जब किसी भी स्पोर्ट या किसी भी चीज़ के साथ एक इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्टर जुड़ता है, इट बिकम्स इवन मोर फन। सो आई थिंक बहुत अच्छा बहुत ही क्यूट गेम है ये, इसको सीरियसली भी लिया जा सकता है एंड मेक इट अ वेरी बिग स्पोर्ट। ऑलरेडी ग्लोबली ये बहुत अच्छा कर रहा है, इंडिया में भी ये अपकमिंग है एंड आई कम्प्लीटली सपोर्ट दिस। एंड आज से CCI में यहाँ पे मैचेस होंगे, सो इट्स गोना बी अ रियली कूल थिंग ऑनवर्ड्स। ऑनेस्टली ये बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता है कि याद दिलाना खुद को कि नहीं, एक स्पोर्ट खेलना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। और मुझे टेबल टेनिस बहुत पसंद है और पिकल बॉल उसका थोड़ा सा बड़ा वर्जन है, तो ये वो स्पोर्ट है जो आप एक थोड़े बड़े एरिया में भी खेल सकते हो एंड इट्स फन, लाइक बैडमिंटन या टेनिस की तरह इट वोंट हिट यू हार्ड अगर लगे हुई तो। इसलिए कहते हैं कि कोई भी एज ग्रुप का इंसान इसे खेल सकता है एंड आई थिंक I mean, लास्ट मेमोरी तो टेबल टेनिस की थी जब मैं खेल रही थी, अब पिकल बॉल में ट्राई करूंगी.
मैं स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन की बात करें तो कोई भी स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन का बायोग्राफी बनाना है, आप किस
सचिन जी. सचिन जी. मैं बायोग्राफी लिखूंगी, इनैक्ट थोड़ी एज एन आर्टिस्ट. ये बहुत डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन है. सोचा नहीं इस बारे में अभी तक. मेरे ख्याल से बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है स्पोर्ट्स को बढ़ावा देना, क्योंकि स्पोर्ट एंड सिनेमा आर टू थिंग्स जो कंट्री में वर्शिप किया जाता है, यू नो. और ऐसी पिकल बॉल जैसे इंटरेस्टिंग स्पोर्ट अगर आ जाए और भी न्यू स्पोर्ट क्रिएट हो तो भी बहुत अच्छी बात है. इट्स अ गुड थिंग. इससे होता क्या है, और भी लोगों के लिए एम्प्लॉयमेंट, एक नया करियर, एक नया रूट खुल जाता है, यू नो. तो इट्स अ ग्रेट मूव है. करंट सिनेरियो तो अभी गेम बहुत ज्यादा हाइप हो गया है. लाइक 2 वाइल्ड कार्ड्स आने के बाद गेम का पूरा रुख ही चेंज हो गया है, और मैं बहुत मिस कर रही हूँ. काश मैं ऐसा क्या मैं होती बहुत मजा आता. थर्ड वीक में तो लाइक यू नो मैंने खेलना ही स्टार्ट किया था ऑनेस्टली. तो वो एक अलग जोन था कि मैं नॉमिनेट हो गई एंड ऑल दैट. बट आई एम रियली एंजॉयिंग बिग बॉस राइट नाउ एंड आई विश टू आई. मैंने तो कितने लोगों को डिकोड कर दिया था पहले ही. मैंने पहली श्रुतिका और उनके साथ बात करके हर एक इंसान को डिकोड कर दिया था. इट्स जस्ट दैट मुझे वक्त लगा थोड़ा सा फ्रंट फुट पे खेलने के लिए, क्योंकि ऑर्गेनिक ऐसा ही होता है. आप किसी भी नए जगह पे जाते हो, आप 1-2 हफ्ते आपको लगते हैं स्टेबल फील करने के लिए, यू नो. सो मेरे साथ वही हुआ एंड आई एम रियली मिसिंग द शो. एक नेटफ्लिक्स की सीरीज रिलीज हो रही है जनवरी एंड में, एंड एक चेकमेट करके एक वेब सीरीज हंगामा प्ले पे रिलीज हो चुकी है, वो आप लोग देख सकते हैं.
एक इतनी बड़ी ब्रांड एक सबसे उभरते हुए स्पोर्ट के साथ जुड़ रही है. आई थिंक इट्स अ विन विन सिचुएशन सबके लिए. एंड द गुड थिंग इज कि कम से कम 5 साल का ये साथ में पार्ट. तो यू नो द विजन, आई रियली लाइक द विजन. कॉलेजेस में लेके जाएंगे, पूरे इंडिया में इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बनेगा, और स्पोर्ट्स का कोई भी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बनता है तो मैं बहुत एक्साइटेड हूँ. मेरी वाइफ बहुत पिकल बॉल खेलती है, उनको बहुत पसंद है. और जब मैं क्रिकेट कवरेज नहीं कर रहा होता तो अब उतना मैं क्रिकेट नहीं खेलता जितना मैं पिकल बॉल खेलता हूँ या पैडल खेलता हूँ. हाँ जी, कौन से क्वेश्चन से कर रहे हैं? जब मैं क्रिकेट की कवरेज नहीं कर रहा होता तो अब मैं या पिकल बॉल खेल रहा होता हूँ या पैडल खेल रहा होता हूँ. माय वाइफ रियली एंजॉयज प्लेइंग पिकल बॉल, तो उन्होंने मेरे को इंट्रोड्यूस किया स्पोर्ट से. हमने मिक्स डबल्स खेलना शुरू किया है. एंड बहुत जीते नहीं है हम, लेकिन इट्स अ स्पोर्ट फॉर एवरीवन एंड दैट्स द गुड थिंग अबाउट इट. ये कोई स्पेशलाइज स्पोर्ट नहीं है, कोई भी खेल सकता है स्पोर्ट को. जैसे एक टाइम पे बैडमिंटन बोलते थे कॉलोनी में, कम्युनिटीज में. सो आई एम सुपर एक्साइटेड एंड आई लव द स्पोर्ट. हर स्पोर्ट को बढ़ावा मिलना जरूरी है, और हर ऐसी स्पोर्ट जो कि आप लाइफस्टाइल के लिए खेल सकते हैं. उससे क्या होता है कि एक्टिव लाइफस्टाइल बनता है. ये ऐसा स्पोर्ट नहीं है कि आपको इसके लिए बहुत इक्विपमेंट चाहिए, तैयारी करनी है, बैट डाल के ग्राउंड ढूंढो. तो जितने ज़्यादा कोर्ट्स बनेंगे, जितना एक्टिवली लोग इसको लाइफस्टाइल के तरीके से ट्रीट करेंगे, सो ये स्पोर्ट का मज़ा तो है ही, लेकिन उसी के साथ में एक बहुत अच्छी एक्टिविटी बेस्ड लाइफस्टाइल भी बनती है. पिकल बॉल की बात कर रहे हैं यार, आप WTC ले. देखिए, like the coach also said before he left this morning कि one step at a time, 4-0 पे फोकस नहीं करते. अगर बॉर्डर गावस्कर ट्रॉफी जीते हैं, पिछले 2 फाइनल्स में पहुंचे हैं, वो कोई छोटी बात नहीं है. 2 बैक टू बैक फाइनल्स में पहुंचे हैं. सो आई एम आल्सो नॉट लुकिंग एट WTC. हो गया it'll be incredible. नहीं होता, my focus is अगर ये series हम जीत जाते, so that in itself will be, you know, big achievement. 3 in a row. ऑस्ट्रेलिया में जब कोई और जाके एक बार नहीं जीता. So WTC is great if they make it, but the focus is not for that. There's a big series that they need to focus on. पर वो ODI है, थोड़ी सी कॉम्प्रोमाइज. और मैं टीम्स की बात नहीं कर रहा. न्यूजीलैंड ने ऐसे तो न्यूजीलैंड ने इंडिया पर 0-3 हराया, तो ऑस्ट्रेलिया की उम्मीद है तो फिर ऐसे फाइनल की हो जाएंगी. सो हर सीरीज अलग होती है. पेपर पे फॉर्म पे जीता नहीं जाता. ऑस्ट्रेलिया आर फुल स्ट्रेंथ. उनको बहुत चुभा होगा कि पिछली 2 बार सीरीज हारे. दे विल गिव इट देयर ऑल, बट ये मत भूलिए कि इनएक्सपीरियंस के साथ हमने पिछली बार भी सीरीज जीती थी. एंड कंडीशंस जो न्यूजीलैंड टेस्ट मैच में थी उससे बहुत अलग होंगी, एंड द टीम विल डू वेरी वेल. मिस तो बिल्कुल करेंगे. चेतेश्वर पुजारा ने लगभग 10 साल इतनी सेवा की है क्रिकेट की, और उनका जो स्टाइल ऑफ क्रिकेट है, पिछले तौर पे शायद उन्होंने 1000 के आसपास बॉल्स खेली थी. लेकिन अगर टीम ने कलेक्टिव डिसीजन लिया है थोड़ा आगे की तरफ देखने के लिए, इंडियन क्रिकेट में हमेशा हर जनरेशन में इतने बड़े नाम आते हैं कि जब ट्रांजिशन पीरियड आता है तो सब मिस करते हैं, और करेंगे, बिल्कुल करेंगे, क्योंकि प्लेयर्स इतने अच्छे थे. पर अगर टीम ने एक कलेक्टिव डिसीजन लिया है कि आपकी सोच आगे की तरफ है, सो देन यू हैव टू बैक द टीम. And I know Cheteshwar Pujara is making runs in domestic cricket. He's still very relevant, but I think you've got to go with the vision. थोड़ा transition है, but it's a great opportunity. शुभमन गिल के लिए कि नंबर 3 पे वो कुछ धमाकेदार करें. ये गवर्नमेंट के फैसले हैं, और मैं सिर्फ एक वोटर हूँ. हाँ, मैं सिर्फ वोट करने वाला, मतदान करने वाला आदमी हूँ. उनको पता है कि क्या. I know this is a matter of national interest, and the powers that be are in the position to decide. और जो भी वो फैसला लेते हैं हमेशा सही फैसला लेते हैं. So that's completely up.
So first of all, I would like to thank ITC and Bingo for coming up and sponsoring, or to be our main sponsors for the pickleball in India. It is an iconic brand, and we are indeed very honored to be part of being sponsored by Bingo. Thank you so much, Bingo. I can't express my words for it. It's an amazing feeling. Thank you so much.
जिस तरह का गेम जो इंडिया में ओवरकम हुआ है, जिस तरह से इसको सपोर्ट मिल रहा है इंडिया में, और कैसे इसको आगे भी सपोर्ट मिलना चाहिए, और ऐसे और भी गेम को सपोर्ट कैसे मिले, उसके बारे में आपको क्या लगता है?
जिस तरह से अभी बिंगो ने स्पॉन्सर किया है, इसी तरह में हम सोच रहे हैं कि कॉर्पोरेट इंडिया भी इस गेम को देखे, क्लोजली देखे, क्योंकि ये बढ़ने वाला गेम है और ये पार्टिसिपेटिव स्पोर्ट है. तो इसमें ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग आगे खेले, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा कॉर्पोरेट लोग इसको अडॉप्ट करें, और ये फिट इंडिया के लिए, हेल्दी इंडिया के लिए बहुत अच्छा गेम है.
जिस तरीके से पिकलबॉल से कई सारे बड़ी-बड़ी हस्तियां, छोटे सेलिब्रिटी, वो कितना इम्पोर्टेंट होता है लोगों तक पहुंचाना?
डेफिनेटली सेलिब्रिटीज़ का बहुत बड़ा हाथ है इसमें, और जो टॉप सेलिब्रिटीज़ इंडिया के हैं वो भी खेल रहे हैं स्पोर्ट. इससे एक एस्पिरेशनल वैल्यू बढ़ जाती है, और लोग इसको देख के, अपने अपने सेलिब्रिटीज़ को देख के वो भी उनको फॉलो करते हैं, और उसकी वजह से गेम में बढ़ने की बहुत संभावना है. सो बिंगो, जैसे हमने कहा कि बिंगो का एक प्रोडक्ट है बिंगो मैड एंगल्स, और पिकल बॉल में भी जो हम खेलते हैं तभी इसके बहुत से अलग अलग किस्म के एंगल्स होते हैं नेट के पास आके हुए. तो एक कॉम्बिनेशन अच्छा है, और ये एक उनके लिए और हमारे लिए भी एक कोलैबोरेशन बहुत अच्छा है.